Corey Mason 5205 says, I go to the police academy about a week before going in for day one. Do you think they will explain how everything works before we go in? That depends on where you work and how good they are. Some places are very good about letting you know what's going to happen in advance. Some places will hire you on a Friday and tell you have to be at the academy with all your gear on a Monday and hand you a list. And then when you're done with the academy, you come back and you're like, all right, what do we do now? And they're like, oh, you're going to go here and then there and then there, and then you're going to ride with that guy. And you're like, well, how does that work? And sometimes the first time that somebody actually is sat down and told what the process is going to be is when they sit down with their phase 1 FTO for field training. Like, all right, here's how this process is going to go for field training, and then after that you're going to be released for solo patrol. We're going to put you on a shift, you're going to get a schedule, yada 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 yada. But for right now, you're going to be floating around all over the place. You're going to go to whatever shift your FTO's on. And sometimes that's the first time that they really have like a real regular understanding of what's going on. Most places, though, they tend to hire you a few days in advance, or at least a couple weeks in advance. I've seen people that were hired a couple months in advance of their academy date, and they do all their floating around the station and learning what the shifts are and all of that and where they're going to go and how the whole process works before they go to the police academy. I'd much rather people know going in what they're in for, but that's been my experience with it. If you have questions about the process after you're hired, you should ask, because oftentimes people don't know that you don't know. One of the big problems that we have with experienced cops is getting them to not use police jargon with the public. Here in Illinois, we say a motor vehicle collision. The report for that, it's called a 1050. It's just police jargon. And so people walk up to the front desk and be like, who's here for the 1050? And everybody gives them like a blank stare because they have no idea what a 1050 is. Well, that's the same type of thing. You come brand new into an apartment, people are going to assume that you know stuff about what the process is, when in fact you got no idea what's going on. So if you don't know, if you got questions, you should ask whoever your contact is at your agency. Hey, thanks for watching Free Field Training on YouTube. And while you're here, why don't you check out some of these other goofy videos that I've made? Or you could subscribe, or maybe go over to Patreon and see how you get your name put on the videos, like these fine folks over here. All the links are, of course, down in the description. We'll see you guys next time.